Some days you just find 2 matching socks and it's a good day.
I did that today.
Yeah.
Ditto.
You're just like, because I'd never match. I don't do the smart thing where I put my socks away and I put
You
them
mean
in.
I don't do that for you?
Shut the fuck up, all right? This is not
I
the blast
actually
zone.
went through your sock drawer and threw away a bunch of socks. Did you notice?
No, but
Yeah.
what the fuck? Why'd
that's
you do
why.
that?
Yeah, because
you
you
throw away
had
socks?
so many that had like holes or like didn't have a
that's fine.
match.
Yeah, that's okay.
The reason why you can
Wait,
find
didn't have a match?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't. It's just so.
Well, you had so many.
What if
that,
I liked those socks?
Okay, so I washed everything that we owned, and they wouldn't fit in the drawer.
Sometimes you got a good ass sock, and it's just it makes your
Well,
day better.
You should have put them on Tinder.
This was weeks ago.
They could have found a match.
Yeah, that's true. The sock Tinder.
Yeah.
Sock
You're
Tinder.
just like, I'm sorry, Jacob. I have to leave you. And we're like, but you're my favorite sock. It's like I can't be with your foot anymore. I found my other sock. Wait, you found the other version? Yeah, actually, we're two sets of socks that both lost the other pair, and we're gonna make it work together. Or even both the right foot. We don't know, but we're gonna make it work. And those socks found true love. So.
It's the next Pixar movie.
Yeah. Oh my god. That does sound like a Pixar movie.
But if Pixar put it out, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, and it would
Yeah.
be amazing.
In case you're like, what the fuck is going on? Mia's here.
Yep.
Hey.
For no reason other than she was here when Craig got here, so I was like, just be on the podcast now.
Yeah.
So we've been watching all the Pixar movies because we now have a ritual with my family, my parents, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my. Is there something you were going to say? Sorry, I thought Craig was going to be like, Jacob, your penis is out.
No, I was just breathing, and I was like, maybe
you're
I'm
good.
breathing in the mic.
You're good.
Put that down.
And so every Sunday we watch movies. We started with Marvel, and then we watched all of Harry Potter, and now we're watching all the Pixar movies because that's what we decided to do. Because I actually haven't seen all of them. I fell off of watching Pixar movies right after Toy Story 3 before Inside Out. Toy Story 3 just destroyed me so much that I just never watched one ever again. So we're going through all of them, and we just watched Monsters, Inc., and that movie is all right. I didn't watch it a lot when I was a kid, but watching it now, I was like, that's a movie. It's like a lot of people really like Monsters, Inc., and more power to you people who love Monsters, Inc. I think it's all right. It's not like my favorite. It's like a little better than Bugs Life. And Bugs Life is maybe like
You take that
is
back
like
right now.
little bottom,
You take that
front
back
bottom
right
of the barrel.
I fucking love Bugs Life.
It's
You
okay.
like Bugs Life?
I love Bugs Life.
I don't like Bugs Life very much.
I love it so much.
It's just
No.
okay. Like I like the
Alone.
anti-capitalist mentality. What's the moral of that movie? That's the best part. But it's so boring.
That was like one of the movies that I had on VHS that I would like. I'd put it in, watch the entire thing, let it rewind, and then watch it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life.
Is that why you're
and
like
the
this?
and the Great Mouse Detective. Yes.
I like Great Mouse Detective.
The Great Mouse
That one's
Detective
alright.
is like my favorite movie.
It's very cute, and I didn't know about it until we got together and then we watched
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Toy Story 2 so far is the best fucking movie ever. It's not even like the best Pixar movie. It's like an amazing movie.
Toy Story?
Toy Story 2. It's
Oh,
so good. Like it's weird how good it is. It's just yes, I watched that when I was growing up when I was a kid. But like that movie, it just has so much in it. I thought it was 2 movies for some reason. It's all one and it's great and I love it. What's your favorite Pixar movie, Mia?
Well, the problem is I don't know if I have a Pixar movie, but Mulan's like my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mulan.
I watched that a lot when I was a kid. I love Mulan.
So much.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You guys ever watched Mulan 2?
Yes.
Yep, I did.
I did.
I'm ashamed to say I did.
Yeah.
I knew the songs from that one too.
Really?
Yeah. It's the one where she's in the field teaching I literally, this is just like my 12-year-old memory. Like I do not actually know if this is true.
Okay.
But she's teaching kids how to fight and I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says like a rock. You must be tough, like something like that. That's how it goes.
You have
Yeah.
a lot more memory of this movie than I do.
Wow.
There's a part where she goes, she says like break wind, or maybe not break wind. She says like my blade. She goes like that. I remember that vividly.
Someone clip that.
And then she rhymes it and goes unafraid.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember that, but apparently we watched Mulan 2 straight to VHS a lot when I was a kid. Was it VHS or was it DVDs by that point?
I probably VHS.
It has to be VHS.
Wait. How old were you when Mulan came out?
I
Because I was a child.
Okay, I was like 10. Between 10 and 12, I think. Somewhere in there.
You're, 6 years older than me?
I'm
What
gonna
year were you
be
born? If you want to say
89?
that, you don't have to. Okay, you
Yeah,
just
it's
did.
fine.
That's
I
fine.
don't care. I'm old, guys.
You're
Gonna be
hang
33.
on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Came
7.
out in 1998.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
so-
1.
I wasn't alive.
That's what I'm saying. I was about 10. I was 9. I was old enough to know like that this was like my jam. This was a good movie.
Yeah.
But like not
I watched,
young enough.
Yeah, I watched it more like I guess after it was old already. Like I was probably like 8 or 9, and I was like, "This movie's fucking awesome." That Lion King, I love those movies.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, we'll see when it comes to Pixar because so far Toy Story 2 is the GOAT, and I don't think anything's gonna beat it.
Do we have a verdict on if it went straight to VHS or DVD?
No, it was probably DVD.
Oh, it's DVD?
No.
By 98? Oh,
No,
Mulan
2.
2004.
Oh, okay.
That
gotta be
one
DVD.
probably,
That was
that was probably the
DVD.
first time straight to DVD out of the vault.
Probably
Yeah.
the same
In the
time,
vault,
like,
out of the vault.
It's weird because you're a 90s kid. 100%
Yeah.
you're a 90s
Yeah,
kid.
I am.
And it's funny because I have other friends who are around your age.
Yeah.
And some of them, not you.
No.
You're my comfort millennial. You are like, there are some who are like, have the superiority complex of like, these kids these days don't know about dial-up and VHS tapes. And it's like, I had fucking dial-up and VHS tapes when I was a kid. Like, those were around for a while. They weren't around for just when you were a kid and then disappeared.
Look, it's
But, like,
a trauma.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's a trauma
that's true.
response.
You guys definitely had it more, but like I vividly remember having VHS tapes. I'm just like this mixture of like I had VHS tapes, but then when I got older, I also had an iPod. So like and a Wii.
I didn't
But the
get an
Wii
iPod
had
until high
N64 games on it, so I kind of weirdly had a Wii and an N64 at the same time.
Oh.
So it's like a 90s kid in 2005.
That's the weirdest thing is talking consoles because I remember having a Super Nintendo.
Wow.
Like when I was a kid, my mom would play Zelda on it, like
That's
the original
cool. Yeah,
Zelda.
my parents had a Super Nintendo as well. Yeah, that wasn't. I was even beyond. My first game console was a GameCube.
The GameCube.
Oh,
I was 6 or 8 years old, and I was
Yeah.
like, GameCube. That was like my thing when I was a kid.
The one that I had the most memories of was definitely N64 though.
Yeah,
Alphonse. He returns.
yeah. They want to be on the podcast so bad.
They're like, "Hello, how are you?"
Yeah, it's my cousins who are older than me also had N64, but it's weird because I have a lot of nostalgia for the N64 games, like Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
because I got it on the WiiWare. Like, I would be like, ooh, Zelda! So I'd be like playing Super Smash Bros. Melee and be like, who's Link? I'm gonna play his game. Whoa, this game's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just like backwards, like years after it had been out, I'm like, this is fucking sick.
Backwards nostalgia.
What games did you play?
I played a lot of like GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Because my brother and all of his friends were over all the time. It was all they would play. That and Super Smash Brothers. Ocarina of Time is a must. I remember playing it at an age where I didn't know how to play, but I just wanted to play because my brother was playing.
Yeah.
And then I went back and played it in college, actually on the Wii.
Oh,
And
nice.
That is
Nice.
was
Yeah.
good all the way through.
Fucking great. So cool. What were we talking about? Pixar movies?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
unfortunately.
And
whatever.
Mulan too.
And Mulan too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, Little Mermaid 2 is also awful. If you ever
Is that the one where she has a daughter? Or is that the Little Mermaid 3?
I think that's the third one.
What's
Whoa.
the second one?
I don't.
I'm not.
There's also an Aladdin too.
I did know that one.
Yeah.
And his
there's
dad
a
is in it.
kid who is like the Sultan from another land, I think. And
Whoa.
I just vividly remember a point where like they're gonna go visit him, and he's like a little child, and he's sitting in like his big thing, and he wants a glass of milk. So they bring him a glass of milk, and there's a speck in it, and he's like, "This milk has a speck in it. I don't want it." And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this kid? What a stupid little bitch kid. I would drink milk if it had a speck in it." And that stayed in my memory forever.
Would you still drink milk if there was a speck in it?
I do.
Yeah.
No. That's good.
I had water the other night that a bug flew into, and I was like, oh well, and I was drinking it, and she made me stop.
Yeah.
She's like, don't drink the bug water. I was like,
we were in bed. He got his little glass of water on the side. He was like, oh, a bug died in there. And then I look over and he's drinking it.
That's because of Aladdin 2. I think I do that.
I won't be that little kid.
I won't be that fucking bitch kid that was so entitled with his speck in his milk, and I drink everything, and then one day I'll die. What's your favorite Disney movie? Did you grow up on Disney movies? Because maybe you're like Colton.
What's
you're
your
like,
favorite?
What's a Disney movie?
What's your favorite sequel Disney movie?
Yeah, that I have no clue.
They're all bad. They're so terrible.
No,
Isn't
Frozen
the
2 was okay.
Yeah.
That one did go straight to VHS.
Lion
Yeah, that one did go in the theater.
Isn't Lion King 1.5 good?
Lion King 1.5. I've heard, but I watched it and I didn't think so.
Okay. I don't remember it. I feel like people say that one's the good one.
Did you grow up with Disney movies?
Yeah, more or less. I don't have initially the same like effect that most people have of it, but yeah, when I was a kid, I watched a lot of Lion King.
That movie is.
I watched
beautiful.
Mulan. Mulan's probably one of my favorites for sure. But me and my sister grew up a lot on things like Wallace and Gromit.
Oh yeah.
And like Chicken Run, and
Yeah.
stuff like
Chicken
that.
Run.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
a lot of that shit's what
I watched
and
that in
my-
theaters.
I thought that was a fever dream.
Yeah.
To be honest, it still
I
is.
remember that movie when we were watching Toy Story 2 because I hadn't watched it in years. I remembered points where I was like scared as a kid to watch it. I was like, this part scared me, but it's not a scary thing. Like the parts in that movie that are scary didn't scare me. It was like when Woody gets unboxed from the thing and like Jessie like finds him and she yells like, "Yeehaw!" She does that. That scared me as a kid, and I don't know why. I was watching. I was like, why was I afraid of this? It was very weird. I think Chicken Run scared the shit out of me too, and I don't know why.
My dad also had a friend, because my dad is a lot like my brother is, where he's 10 years apart from his brother. So all of his friends are like 10 years older than him,
Yeah.
right? So when my dad and my mom, who were very young when they had me, would have like their friends over, they're always 10 years older than them, and they were college professors in Fresno, and would come down and bring like bootleg anime over. That's that story I told you. I saw Ava, but through like the hallway when I was 5.
Dude.
He'd come and bring Studio Ghibli films that he'd burn on VHS. So we saw like my Neighbor Totoro and a bunch of the other Studio Ghibli films first.
I'm excited to think about the nostalgia I get to give to my own child, and I want to do that because I wish I had watched more Ghibli and anime when I was a kid because I probably would have liked it when I got older. But when I got older, I watched it after like my brain finished developing. I was like, this is weird, and it's like, all right. Same thing with Pokemon. Like Pokemon has no nostalgia for me because I never played it. So like when I played, I'm like, this is boring.
Yeah.
I don't think I had a console until I was probably a teenager, but my mom always got me a handheld.
Yeah.
So I had a color.
Cool. That's
I
how
had
I
a
was.
color. I had a
I had a Game Boy.
I had an SP. I remember the only memory I really have vividly from being like a kid like under 7, is being on the bus with Crystal version that my mom just bought.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
cool.
my mom never bought me like the other 2. She'd always wait for the next one.
Yeah.
So I played Yellow and then Crystal.
Craig, I hope this doesn't mean like anything derogatory to you in any way.
Oh, no.
But that's kind of the person you are. You are I like Pokemon Yellow. Like
Yeah. I like that Pikachu falling around me.
Yeah.
Craig's favorite color is brown. Like that's the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's interesting.
His knowledge of Pokemon though is scary,
Mm.
intense.
I definitely grew up with it.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing when I was a kid.
It's cool.
You could kind of sort of describe a Pokemon to him, and he'll draw it for you.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We should do that sometime.
When we were every Thursday, we go to a group of friends I've known forever, and we play like a Pokemon game. We'll just like do like Pokemon, but it's like charades or Pokemon, or they this
that's
thing
fun.
where they blindfold us,
Yeah.
and then they give us a plushie because they make so many different plushies, and we have to
Yeah.
guess what Pokemon it is.
That's so cool.
It is so cool, but poor
I
Mia
still
get
have my
got.
little Chimchar plushie in my office
Yeah.
from being like 8
We
years
moved
old. Yeah.
my entire house, and the only thing I really kept track of was a marble I had with Kakuna on it. Don't know why. I just for some reason that was like this thing's got to come with me.
We need to do that, and at the same time, we need to also do me guessing magic sets by smelling them.
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I had a friend when I was
Excellent,
little,
2016.
and his name was Aaron, and he could tell you any Pokemon by their sound.
Oh God!
wow.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
I could do that.
That
That'd
one's
be
crazy.
easy.
No,
Like cry?
Yeah, they're
Well,
cry
why
because
would
you
a
could go
mad
into
that?
your Pokedex
Yeah.
and have it play, and he
Yeah.
could tell you what it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never in my life.
It's funny because my family was the opposite. They didn't give us any handhelds. Like we were not allowed to have handhelds. We always had consoles.
Same.
We
Well, it's
just-
because you could all use it.
why? What the fuck was that
See,
about? Why can't I leave with
Mine
this
was
thing?
because my parents were still in their 20s. So like you get the handheld because my dad kept the GameCube.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My quote unquote punishment was, hey, you and my sister sit us on the couch while I play Pikmin. You can watch. So we're like, a Let's Play? Absolutely. It was like the modern day Let's
Twitch?
Play when I'm in trouble and my dad's playing Mario Sunshine.
My dad's my favorite streamer.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's so funny.
My theory is my parents wanted me to read books. That's my only theory about that. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not
Maybe they
reading
had
a
like
lot.
more control over it because like it was in a place that was kind of communal. I
Yeah.
think that was their thing though. It's like it wasn't just a me thing; it was an everybody thing. But if
Yeah.
you gave me
And
if
if-
you gave me a Game Boy, it was mine. It wasn't
Yeah.
anybody else's.
Yeah.
And we would do family games a lot on the GameCube, like Mario Party. And stuff like that, and we always had Lego Star Wars, so I could play 2-player with my
Mario
siblings.
Kart.
Mario Kart too, yeah. But I was the oldest of my other 3 siblings, and so a lot of times it was Maddie knew because Maddie and I are so close in age that like there was no fooling her. But Maddie also didn't like to play a lot of video games with me. It was Emma and Isaiah, and there were so many times where I would just give them a controller that wasn't plugged in. Like that's a meme, but like no idea. That was
Yeah.
the older sibling
That's the strat, yeah.
It worked. They were like, "It's not working," and I'm like, "You're just not playing it right."
When I first,
Gaslight.
because my brother's the same way my dad is, where
Yeah.
my brother's 10 years or 11 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
When I was playing Fable 2 with the dog, I convinced him that the dog was his character. So he just played and the dog would follow and do things. And I was like, look, you found treasure. He's like, whoa. But then this last weekend, he carried us through a raid in Destiny because I'm too much of a boomer to play. So I was like, wow, full circle. Now he's the one that's just like, stay dead, I'll take care of it. I was like, okay.
Look, Craig, your character's moving.
I feel so bad that he has to carry me through that. But I'm like, I appreciate you.
Thank you
I
so
just want
much.
to say Mario Kart Double Dash was the perfect sibling game because they didn't get to drive, but they still got to play. So like I got to drive and then they got to shoot the things, so it was fun. And that was a great sibling game.
We never had enough siblings in my household. It was me and my sister for sure, but we had some like cousins sometimes. But yeah, most we'd sit down and watch my dad play a game.
Wow. That's
I have a lot of like really odd fond memories of my dad playing GTA 3.
Wow.
Yeah, which is really strange because he would
Guess what
on
was
the
not
original
allowed.
Xbox you could upload your own music to it.
Yeah.
So he would upload all of his music, and then GTA 3 you could have it play your custom radio station, would just go through all of his
Wow.
music. So sometimes in the morning when he'd like clean the house, he'd just put on GTA 3 and put on the thing, clean the house, and then go back to playing the game. It was really strange. I had
funny.
really young parents.
That's crazy.
Guess what was not allowed at my house?
Probably GTA 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
That was not a thing.
One time I was subscribed to Nintendo Power, and I don't know why this was in the magazine, but there was an ad for GTA on it. And my dad came to my room, and it was on the back, and he was just like, "You're not going to play that, are you?" And I was like, "What? No? Like, I don't even know why that's there. I think that's an ad, Dad." And he's like, "You're not playing Grand Theft Auto?" And I'm like, you would know. Like, I don't have a handheld console. Go check. Why are you like, what did you just see that on the coffee table? It was like,
But boobs.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I heard there's strippers in that game.
no, you're not allowed to have
Strippers in
that.
that game.
Yeah.
Bad time.
I did play GTA when I got older. I was like, hey, I can play GTA.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't fun.
So that's kind of what I was talking about. I remember my dad picking up a stripper, looking at both of us, and we're like, like all three were just laughing. This is ridiculous. It's so much fun.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Cool. So because we're going to stay on an actual schedule today, now we're going to go into questions, which I preemptively chose ahead of time. So there's no discrimination here, but I will say that I tweeted about an hour before we started. So if you're past that point, then I'm sorry, I'm not seeing your thing. Just a Dude asks, where's last week's podcast? Also love your stuff. Okay. Craig and Mia had to move, and so I knew that Craig would try his hardest to edit and move at the same time, so I purposefully did not upload anything until they were fully moved, and then it just took a few days. So we probably doing a double feature this week. We'll see.
Very sweet.
So yeah, that's where the podcast is at. That we don't have to live up to anybody's expectations.
No.
We do whatever the fuck we want. But Tyler's on that episode, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Dallas, Texas. Alan asks, this one's for the Craigmeister. 4th time's the charm. What's your favorite Bionicle set? And for the whole team, what's your favorite thing about Craig? Well,
So this is gonna be like Jacob's like Fallout rants. All right, there's a couple. The first ones are going to be like probably the Rockshi because they're just like they're snake looking. And I remember being a kid and going to my parents. I had a lot of cool things, but Barnacles were expensive because you had to go like, well, there were 6 of them, so that's $60.
Yeah.
And then so my mom would always pick up one, and that's where my love of brown comes from. My mom would always give me the brown one.
oh,
And I was like, this is cool. He can throw rocks and shit. That was super cool. So the Rockshi's pretty neat.
all right.
And then the Paraka are just like gangster ones. Very cool. And there's one that matches that had a commercial that had All American Rejects song on it. And that one looked so fucking cool. And I was like, I don't know, probably 13 at the time. It was cool as shit. And they had like light up swords. Very
I liked
cool.
the red one and the white one.
Yeah.
Those
That
are the
makes
ones
sense.
I liked. You guys didn't play with fucking Black
I know.
Barnacles
I
are
had
great.
What
I
toys
had-
did you play
I had
with when you were
I
a
had
kid?
Legos.
I had Legos too.
I had my imagination.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Remember Lincoln Logs?
Yeah.
Lincoln Logs. I did have
Polly Pockets.
when I was a kid.
Polly Pock-
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
That-
You know that
Lincoln
that
Logs.
kid
Logs.
Aaron I
My
was
dad
talking
would just
about?
take a
He
shit
had
in a
so
bucket
many
and we would
fucking
play
Polly
with it.
Pockets.
Oh my god!
I was jealous.
Polly Pockets?
My friend Aaron that could tell you any of the Pokemon cries. He had so many Polly Pockets.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
My sister only had the outfits.
Yeah.
I don't know where Polly was, but they were all just the outfits. There were dresses everywhere. Every
Yeah.
time I'd get
The
into my
little
Barnacle
shoes?
collection,
My
it'd be
sister-
tiny shoes.
Yeah.
There'd be the Polly Pocket dresses or the Brat's feet. I don't know what the Brat would be.
Why did
but
their
the
feet come
would,
off?
I don't know. I assume it's
My-
just changed shoes.
Yes.
But
Damn.
some
It
were
is.
mixed racial.
I
guess.
would eat them.
The Brat's feet?
No,
Whoa.
for Polly Pockets like clothes. I was a kid and my
They're
sisters
chewy.
had them.
They
and they were like
looked like gummy
squishy and
things.
plasticky. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna eat
This is
this.
a gummy bear.
Wait, did you like swallow it or did you chew on it?
yeah, I swallowed it.
Okay.
No,
Oh, when
I
you
didn't
say you
fucking
when you say
swallow
you
it.
ate it,
I put it in my mouth
Okay.
and then chewed on it.
But
I
I know
never
people
tell
who
my
eat
sisters that.
plastic, so
Yeah.
like it's
I,
important.
yeah, now
clarification.
I'm all like, I'm not gonna give her any plastic toys. Maybe not until
you
she's
can
older.
you can chew on that.
This is
You're only
going back
wooden
almost
shit.
a little too far, but I want to also say that the Barnacles movies are really good. There's one.
I remember watching one.
There's
I
in
don't
the second
remember
one,
it.
the bad guy mind controls their goons to commit suicide to show how loyal they are to the heroes. And I was like 13. I was like, that's fucking hard. And then in the third one, the same heroes that beat that villain get infected and turn into monsters. And then they're like, I'm ugly and I'm horrible looking and I limp, but I still can love myself.
Wow. Bionicle treating. Oh my god.
Wow.
Bionicle teaching them real lessons.
Yeah.
this,
There it
this is
goes.
fucking cool.
And they have the All American Rejects.
They do.
Wow.
They had Move Along. That's how I knew
Yeah.
about them. that trailer is
No
fucking cool.
way.
Yeah, and then if you would buy one, they had a sweepstake in it. So I didn't have Nintendo Power, but you could get the same thing but for Lego, and they'd send you Bionicle comics and the whole thing.
That's cool.
And they'd send you a thing that you could put in for a sweepstakes, and you could get a Bionicle themed guitar that was signed by all of them.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's super cool. If you haven't seen the trailer, really, just go watch it. It's on in the background.
My favorite thing about Craig is the fact that he likes the color brown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very sweet.
I like that you still know all of the names of the Bionicles.
I know a lot about them.
Yeah.
I have a lot of hidden information. So whenever Sean talks about it, I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
please. An outlet. When I was moving all my stuff, and I was because we had the U-Haul, I was like, well, let's do dump trips. I talked to my mom. My mom also had a bunch of stuff to throw away. And she's like, oh, I found this box up in the attic when we were going through stuff. They have all your Bionicles in it. I was like, I have all mine. What are these? She found like ones that were like super hard to find. I was going to have to buy again. They're all in a box and now I have them. So
No.
like the fourth day to like relax. I put them all in like a bucket, washed them all, and put them away.
Oh,
It was a lot of fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm a huge nerd for that.
I was
Mysterious
me and my
Bionicles.
friends would build them, and I always we had a strategy to putting the arms together because they're so hard to do, and it's like you have to do it until your arms vibrate. Because that's how we knew that's how hard you had to do it. Because you'd be like, how's it not going in? It's like your arms had to go like this, and then they would stick together. So we would measure putting them together by like, oh, it's not going. Did your arms vibrate? No. There we go. Okay, I got it.
They're perfect.
now it's in
I
there.
have a lot of like all my fingers are kind of scratched up, but it's not because I was doing anything super hard moving wise. It's because I was messing with my old
Bionicles.
barnacles, and they're old ones, so they're just like made of like steel. I'm like, my hands are from pulling them all apart.
My favorite thing about Craig is that he puts together all the game workshop minis.
Oh, that's
Takes
super
them out.
nice, actually.
And he enjoys it. I would get lost and give up immediately.
Wow.
I hate painting them, but I do like putting stuff together.
Craig is so good at organizing things. It's fucking infuriating. God.
Mother.
You're either good at organizing things or funny, and you manage to be both, and that's insane. So
Unfair.
I'm depressed.
It's offset.
Thank you. It's a disorder.
Yeah, I went into the Elden Ring stat thing, and I was like, I'll be funny, I'll be organized. I have to be depressed.
You have
now.
to pick a negative.
Emotional stability is my dump stat.
we were talking to the car last night. We were driving back from Bakersfield, though, that you have the highest emotional intelligence of anybody we know, though. Like, holy fuck, it's insane how good you are.
It sounds a little dark. It's bad. It's because I've been hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best teacher. Weasley65 asks, do you think we'll ever get a series talking about the Fallout system, like how character creation works, stat blocks, and the like work?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Maybe we should do that sometime and just fucking explain how the
Yeah, and then we'll know how to play.
I'll do that.
You want to do it?
That. Yeah.
It sounds good, Mia. Why don't
Ready?
you do
You
that?
ready? Okay.
Sounds great.
Yeah, well, you'd be like, you could be the Danny Carr
you
of
could be
that.
the new Billy. Yeah.
No, you can't trick me into this. I know it'll happen. I'll show up. You guys will kill me immediately.
Yeah.
For a
Marshall
level?
already
What's
told
up?
me.
You're looking awfully tasty today.
Yeah.
We want to level up. Big Greg asks, what are your, okay, hang on, before we continue, because Big Greg made me laugh. We saw John Mulaney last night in Bakersfield, and it was great. It was really, really good. We thought all day the tickets were a scam because it was in fucking Bakersfield, and we got them 2 days beforehand, and we sat in the orchestra pit.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
he was, when we got there, we were like, what the fuck? And he was 10 feet away from us.
Yeah.
We saw every part of his face. It was really cool. It was crazy to see him there. We're like, wow, this was real? Holy shit.
Yeah.
And his set was amazing. It was so funny. I nearly passed out like 2 or 3 times. I was laughing so hard. But I laughed the hardest at the beginning. I don't want to spoil any bits or anything like that. But I laughed the hardest at the beginning when he called out to a kid in the audience. And he was like, hey, what's your name? And he went, Will? And he went, Bill? And everybody laughed. And he went, why'd you all laugh at his name? And it was I was dying laughing because we were all laughing because of the way he said his name. Because he was a 14-year-old kid, and he was like, what's your name? And he went, Will. And he said, Bill? And then the double entourage of why'd you all laugh at Bill?
Yeah.
Was really funny. So that was a good time. It was a really good show. But anyways, Big Greg asks, what are you guys' thoughts on Elden Ring? I hate to admit it, but I've never played a Souls game and was thinking of making this my first one. I would say 10 hours into that game. I've spent 2 of it playing a character I didn't like and reset, and now 8.5 hours into a character I do like. I'm now playing a Confessor. I was Vagabond, now I'm Confessor, and I can do incantations and I can shoot fireballs now, and it's really you should be able to shoot fireballs. Just saying, if you go into the game, you're like, I'm gonna use a sword and a shield. Nope, get fireballs and then you'll have fun. Yeah. I sold this to Colton. I'm having a really good time now. I know it's a Souls game and everybody's memeing on me for this, but fucking hear me out. I think it should have held your hand a little more in the beginning because the fact that the crafting system is hidden in a menu is stupid. The fact that you have to move to 3 to 4 different sites of grace before you can get the level up system and the hub is stupid. I should have been told that, all right? Just give that to me at the beginning of the game. Once I learned how to play the game, level up and craft, I was like, oh, the game's fun now. But it took me hours to figure that out. That's stupid. But now I'm having a good time. The game's really good, and I like it a lot. I did like 2 dungeons before I learned how to level up. And I was like, it's an open world. What am I supposed to do? The game was just like, here you go, be free. And it's like, what do I do? Where do I go? And yeah, the guy tells you to go and follow the little lights to the other sites of grace. But unfortunately, I'm very dumb. So I didn't know how to do that. God damn it. At least in 3 and in Dark Souls 2, it was like the first area you were in. It's like, here's where you level up. This is the hub. Okay, now do the game. Okay, I'm done ranting. It's good. I like the game. It's very fun. Have you guys played it at all?
No, but one of my favorite YouTubers is doing it.
That's cool.
So I've been watching a lot.
Who is that YouTuber?
Plague of Gripes.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're very cool. When I broke my shoulder and I was like out for like 4 months, I'd watch him play Dark Souls the same way he plays it,
Nice.
and it just put me straight to sleep. And I was like, oh, he just started Elden Ring. So now I just go straight to sleep anytime when he starts playing it.
Punch you.
Yeah, I only have space in my life for one video game at a time.
Yeah.
Because I hyper focus on it. So unfortunately, that's Destiny 2 right now.
That's fair. That's
Sorry.
fair. I am the same way, and I can play no other video game right now except for Elden Ring. So I get it. I haven't had a game. I've had Sea of Thieves, but nobody will play it with me. To be fair, though, I can only play it at like 10 p.m. at night. So everybody's like, Jacob, fucking please,
Work in
can
the
you
morning.
pick middle of the day? And I'm like, no, it's impossible. So yeah,
It looks good though.
It
Although
is.
It looks really good.
It's really fun. It once again, there's just things they've improved on from the last game. They've made it a little bit easier as well. There are some parts of it that they've made really challenging, like you can now like beat groups, and if you beat a group, you get a flask charge back. You can get your flask charges really easily back in the game, which is nice. But there's open world now, and I feel like the AI is really smart in this game. Like there's a boss that will like target you if you start healing, which I've never seen in a Souls. Normally they just have like a move set that they just keep doing, but we kept fighting fucking what's his name? Not Marge. We kept calling him Marge. What?
Margit?
Marge, Fell Omen. His name is something Fell Omen.
He's the scorpion looking guy.
Fell Omen. Maybe it'll just be on Margit. His name is Margit, and he will fucking like target you if you're healing. It's crazy. He'll try to get you out of it, and it's like it's insane.
I think they started really pushing that in Bloodborne because the mechanic of healing was meant to like you're supposed to attack to regain your hit points. So anytime you would go use a blood vial, they'd aggress you to teach you that you're not gonna have time to do this. You need to attack.
Bloodborne is just a masterpiece. That game is just so good.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Jack asked this question on the Twitter, so I gotta talk about it. Jack and Colton and I today. So Margit is not the first boss, but like if you go the direction of where it wants you to go, he's the first boss, and he's insane. He's so fucking hard, and it's because the game wants you to level up and explore before you go fight him, which makes sense. Right. So today we were all like level 25, nearly 30, and we were like, guys, we were on Colton's Twitch today, and we're like, we're gonna try to beat him. We have to try to beat him today. So we all summoned into Colton's game, and we tried, and we went around and we leveled up a little more. Jack had to leave. Jack came back. We all got back in again. We got like 1 level in. Motherfucker, we killed him in Colton's game, and then we went over to Jack's game, we killed him in Jack's game, and we went over to my game, we killed him in my game, and we fucking did it! And we felt so good! And we did it like within the span of 15 minutes. We were like, wait, do we know how to fight him now? And we just kicked his ass! And it was great! It was so awesome! We were screaming, and I fucking love Dark Souls and Elden Ring. It makes you feel so good when you beat something like that. So it was a good time. It was really good. You should go watch Colton's live streams, because we were freaking out. It was fun. Spencer, what do you think of watching me play Elden Ring while you watch TikTok? Cool.
I like Sorcerer Rajir.
So there is an NPC you can summon right before fighting Mr. Fell Omen, who I've already forgot the name of again. His name is Sorcerer Rajir, and he's such a good boy. He just shoots spells at him the whole time. He has tons of health, and he dies for you. So Spencer became emotionally attached to Sorcerer Rajir.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Francois Anderson asks, if you could change one core rule from 5th edition, what would it be?
Mm.
Yeah, this one's tough.
I actually know this.
Oh.
Rogues should be able to to sneak attack as many times as they would like.
Jesus.
You can already do it a lot,
Nope.
which is every turn.
As a rogue ranger, let me tell you, I would like to do it more.
Wait, you want to be able to do an extra attack?
Yep, absolutely.
Fucking no!
That's what I would change immediately.
I don't
Yeah.
like this take. I don't appreciate this one. I don't know about that. Okay, can paladins do that? Can paladins smite every attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone.
No.
Even reactions.
But that costs spell slots. so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogues can do it on reactions.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would reset. It because it's not your turn anymore. So it's once per turn. You can do it on reaction. You can technically get 2 a turn.
Yeah.
You can get 1 on your main hit and then a second on a reaction.
But imagine if you could do it also with your extra attack
Yeah.
and then your bonus action attack.
That sounds broken.
Sounds phenomenal.
Sounds like you could kill a guy in 1 turn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would give sorcerers. I can't think of one, but one I think that would be fun is to make sorcerers feel different than every other spell casting class in the game. I would give them the spell points system instead of the spell slots, which is like you just get a shit ton of points, and it's almost the exact same thing as spell slots, except you can use however many points to cast your spells. So you'd be like, I want to cast this at a higher level, and it's that many points, and that's what you get to use. So I really want to try it in a game sometime, but
Good luck getting someone to play sorcerer.
I will do it. If
You'll
somebody would
play it.
DM a game where I could do that, I would love to try it.
Yeah.
But I'd also want to see it from the DM perspective. If only I could play D&D with myself.
The catch-22.
Yeah.
Catch-22.
I wish I could duplicate myself just so I could play D&D with myself.
There have been so many times where he'll be like, "Do you want to play D&D?" And I'm like, "With who?" And he's like, "I'll just run something for you." I'm like,
She
"No."
never does it.
We've done it. We did it one time. On our honeymoon, we played D&D together. And we
ran
we
Curse
did
of Strahd
we
on our
did Curse of Strahd,
Sweet.
and
I was just going to see how quickly you could kill him.
I killed him pretty fast.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Just walked right
I
up
like
and
one-on-one D&D. It's really fun.
Yeah, that's how I first started doing Cyberpunk as well. Just one-on-one.
one-on-one.
It's so cool. I love doing our session zeros for Evenfall.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's fun. That's just one-on-one D&D. You're just being stubborn.
yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Craig says all the time that he'd run one-on-one D&D, and then he never does.
Well, Craig.
All right.
That's what
I want to run Mad Mage for one person and just see how
One
just
person.
one person. I want to run
Spoilers, they become the Mad Mage.
yeah.
I think it'd be cool to have one character try to beat the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. That'd be a good time. What's your rule that you would change?
I don't know. I'm gonna agree with Mia though. The rogue thing would be pretty good.
Yeah.
It'd be
Phenomenal.
pretty nice. I don't play any rogue multi-class right now, so I would benefit in no way, but that'd be pretty fun.
But if it did get changed, maybe you'd want to.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What rule would you change, Craig?
I don't know. I feel like fit's pretty perfect. I would probably like some alternative to long rest, short rest. I feel like we need like baby rest or
Baby rest.
we need like other
Nap.
versions of that. Like I want one that will. There's one that regains hit points. There should be one that regains spell slots, but not hit points.
Oh, yeah.
There should be some kind of like alternate choices.
Like meditation.
Yes, yeah, so something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
You
Yeah.
meditate and you get your spells back, but you become bloodied. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I
I'm
think
sorry. Why are you trying to make this balance? No balance here.
Well,
Damn
you
it.
see,
Nope.
there you go. Or have like hit dice be
I
able
don't
to
like my
regain
players.
spell slots. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't like
I
the
would
graph
make the Dampier bite a bonus action.
that's a good one.
Not
Oh
a-
yeah.
not an action.
Does it level at all? Like the hit dice change?
I think
at
you
all?
can do it more times. I think you can do it like, I don't know.
I would replace challenge rating with a space bar.
Just nothing.
Just nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just
get
it's
rid of
it's
it.
just
Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, you have to backspace twice.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
rid of CR.
Ald Offie asks, "What's y'all's favorite sea shanties?"
I don't know.
I have no clue.
I like running down to Cuba with a load of sugar, way me boys to Cuba. I like that one. I also like
I like the
give me the punch ladle. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the ball. It goes like that. And then I also like this one by the who are the
retirement song by The Longest Johns. Yeah, that was the one I was gonna say. You stole it.
Well,
I even went to my
I'll
plus.
be your man, and I'll be your man of the trees. Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah.
I like the lesbian pirate TikTok one.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah. I can't tell you in the lyrics for it right now, but
That's fine.
the one where she like runs away because like she's being forced. I don't know. Because a pirate. It's
That
really
sounds
cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say that I'm not straight enough to know any she's going to do. But apparently that doesn't matter.
You're just
That's
on the
cool.
wrong one.
Lesbian pirate TikTok sounds fucking awesome.
It is. Let me tell you, 10 out of 10.
I like one of the options that Sea of Thieves gives us. The other ones
the
are
hurdy-gurdy
garbage. There's
one?
one. No, like there are multiple songs that all the instruments will play. One of them I like. The other ones are whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's fine. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh, see that
Which is the best fucking pirate game ever.
I put a lot out of 3, so I missed that one, unfortunately.
I started to boycott Assassin's Creed, so.
Well, I did too.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? We're going to talk about Assassin's Creed for a second. Okay. Oh, we're not going to go too much into this because Spencer did not play any of them, so I don't want to alienate you from this conversation.
You tried to get me to play them, but I thought it was boring.
Because they are fundamentally at their core, they're extremely boring games.
You just do the same thing over.
You
and
do.
over again.
That is exactly what it is. Which is really funny that Ubisoft did that with Far Cry and did it with Assassin's Creed, and one of their best villains in a video game ever was Voss from Far Cry 3, and his famous line is, "Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same shit over and over again, thinking that something's gonna change." And they do that. That's what they listen to his advice. They're like, "This guy's smart. We should fucking do that." Because the best Assassin's Creed game is the one that isn't Assassin's Creed. You're a pirate. That's the best game. It's so good. You gotta go around on ships. God damn it. All right. I really liked Assassin's Creed, but after I did not play Origins, and because it became an RPG, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And then I realized I was stuck in a vicious cycle, and I was like, fuck these games. I'm not gonna play them anymore. They're stupid. And Tyler was like, Odyssey's fun, and I'm like, not for me. God damn it! But I really like. My first game was Revelations. And that one was all right, and 2 was good, but way too long, and Brotherhood was okay, and then 3 was fun, but I also played 4 after 3, and I was like, they made the boat mechanic a whole game, but the boat mechanic they made better, and it was fun. And then there was Rogue, and that one was weird, and I was like,
I've only played up till 3.
Yeah.
Everything else is like
3 was not bad. I don't think that one's necessarily a bad game. It's just that Black Flag was so much better.
yeah.
And
Ubisoft became dead to me when they said that it was too hard to animate a woman.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
When did they say that?
Oh, at some point, for sure.
It did, and I was like, I'm
some
done
point.
with you.
Those
I'm done with
fuckers.
this.
Who fucking said that? How is it harder to animate a...
They backtracked on it eventually, but at the time I was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm
yeah.
done."
Now you can you can play male or female character, whatever. But
Yeah.
all of the characters have been male. All of them were male. This is what I hate about video games. It appeals to the male fantasy.
I love that game so much.
Yeah, me too. And I love the new one too. And now it's the part in Elden Ring where your character gives you a hug.
yeah. It feels the male fantasy.
I saw a TikTok of
No maidens, I see.
No maidens.
of them trying to hug the dog in Elden Ring, and it
Yeah,
not
you
going
cannot
well.
hug the dog.
No.
No.
Bad.
I think it's 2014. That's when it was said. Women are too difficult to animate.
What the fuck?
I was
That's
like,
stupid.
You will get none of my money, which at the time I was not spending a lot of money anyway on video games. But I was like, see this money that's almost non-existent
That's really
in my
dumb.
pocket.
Mine.
Is that because in Unity you could only play a male character? And even though it had multiplayer, you could only play a male character?
Well, I don't know, because do they use Unity? Or do they use Unreal?
Unity's one of the games. Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
Unity.
I thought we were talking about the engine.
Nope.
I have no fucking clue
Yeah.
what we're talking about then.
Everybody hates Unity. I actually really liked it purely because of the multiplayer. That was fun.
They said this after Black Flag came out. So Black Flag was 2013.
Yeah.
So
There were female characters in that game.
Playable?
really well written female characters. In that game.
Playable?
Could you
No, I
play them?
think the playable
Not
characters. I think that's what
But
they're referring to.
it's
The playable
not any
characters.
different. It's not. They animate them the same way. How is it different?
I don't know.
Who the fuck said that?
No.
That's just a stupid. That was
Someone.
just like I want to be sexist. Like I need a reason to be
They're
sexist
like,
today.
I've been told I
worked at
have to
Blizzard.
defend this position, and how do I do that? They're too hard to animate.
How? What, the booba physics is too hard. Them,
Okay,
we just can't, guys.
I'm not joking though. After they had that conversation, that was a whole thing on YouTube with people explaining why it was so hard to animate breasts. Hand to God.
Just like
I
don't
was about to
animate
say, I was
them.
like, I think
I'm
that's
sorry.
just don't.
What the fuck? Do we have ass cheek jiggled physics in the male characters? Like what the
My
shit?
dick doesn't jiggle when
Yeah.
LTO jumps from rooftop to rooftop. My dick's not flinging out.
No, it's
Come
not.
on now.
God damn it! Oh,
I'm tired of being the repressed
hate
gender. The women get the boob physics, but I don't get my dick physics. Come on.
yeah.
You should tweet that at Ubisoft right now.
I don't care.
Okay.
I liked in Cyberpunk when you would pick your penis and it would go wee.
I'm sorry. I wasn't sure where this was going.
Oh yeah, in Cyberpunk when you
was
like
very
what kind of
confused.
penis do you want? Every time you pick a new one, it doesn't just change. It goes. It has to go. Boo, it has to go like that. It's
Wow.
really
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. And whenever if you ever take off your pants, it'll go. And I was like, why did I pick the dick? Like, why did I do this? There's nothing. There's no reason to have a dick in that game. There's literally zero reason except for when you want to take off your pants and go. I have a penis. That's it. Like, why did they let you pick that? I don't know. And why is it like type 1, type 2, circumcised or not? Like, why did you need to put this in the game, CD Projekt Red? You could have just gave us nothing and just been like, who knows what kind of genitalia you have? Unless there's a reason, like, you don't ever see your penis in sex scenes.
No.
So,
Maybe sometimes you want. Maybe the update.
Yeah, maybe
talking about
1.5.
penises. What?
maybe they'll let you have your penis out in a cutscene sometime.
You're like locked into it too. It's like if you chose this penis,
It's
there's
there.
an irreversible
Yeah,
decision
Yeah.
that been made in
if
the
you're
game.
ballsy enough to go into that cutscene without armor on, your dick's out, and the voodoo boys are like,
Whoa,
"Whoa,
nice cock.
he's got his cock out."
He's pulling his cock out. D. Diggs Graves asks, quick, choose a store.
Store just like any like,
scared.
shop.
Lowe's.
Macy's.
What about the Container Store?
Oh,
Is that
What's
a thing?
that?
It's
the Container Store.
Shit. Well, all right.
There's a bunch of storage there.
You never heard of the Container Store?
Well,
Am I getting got right now?
Yeah,
No.
no. Is this
Google
a
that.
Candace store? Is what that
Oh
is?
my
No.
God, the container
I'll pick
store?
Walgreens.
Whoa. Oh, that's a really good one.
Container, I hardly know her.
Can I not change mine to 7-Eleven?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'll change mine to 7-Eleven.
yeah.
All right. Okay, now there's an adventure set there and you are the PCs.
That's
Who
what
are
I
you
want.
and what's your backstory? Also, hi, Criage. I think they meant to put Craig, but
Oh.
Criage.
That's all right. That. Never mind. Never mind.
Triage.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's good. enough.
You can start spelling it that way. Why
Yeah.
not?
You already do.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm a PC in Lowe's. I have to defeat the wood golem by making a screwdriver gun.
Oh, you like what's that fucking game called Dead Rising?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make some cool smashed up weapons.
Unfortunately, I associate paladins with soccer moms for some reason right now.
Oh,
So I'm picturing a paladin soccer mom who is there because they have to organize their kids' closet.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
Oath of the Karen.
oh the
That's
Karen.
really good.
Yeah.
what was the question again?
I want you to guess what you think it is because I think that's funnier. I want you to answer what you think it is, and then we'll just say that's your answer.
Okay. The only thing I can think of in like a game that you play in, it would be like a zombie game, and you'd be breaking into the Walgreens to get into the pharmacy. So that's what my character would be doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect.
you would become a zombie?
No, I'm breaking into the pharmacy
Get meds,
section of
antibiotics.
Walgreens.
Oh, Yeah.
Like every zombie movie or TV show has that in it. It's like we have to get to the CVS to break in.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they have drugs.
Pills.
I
In
need the
particular-
stool softener, or the Pedialyte.
Yeah. Gotta
In
shit.
particular, a rogue who could attack on extra attack.
Twice. 2 zombies at once.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be Oath of the Vengeance,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go hunt down anyone that has a red box out that's past its date. Give me that movie.
God damn it.
Give me that movie of Taken.
No Nat Ones asks, if your character fulfills their big lifelong goal in a campaign, how do you handle the aftermath? Do you retire them or roll up a new character, or find a new reason for them to continue with the party? That's a good question. That's a good question.
Good
I
question.
think it depends on the character, but for me, I mostly like to have them continue to be with the party because I like to play characters still. But like, I don't make a character with, I don't know. I know this is a thing a lot of people like to do. They like to make characters that have like a goal, and once they complete that goal, they're just done. They're like, oh, well, that was my thing, so I'm done. But I like to make like maybe a goal for them, but like they could still be an adventure afterwards. They could continue on.
Yeah. I did the same thing. Like with Kazira, he's trying to find all of his kids, but when he does find his kids, there's still a problem at hand. So he's not just going to be like, well, I solved the problem of my own. I'll just stay in the Icewind Dale and freeze to death eventually.
Yeah. There are like limits. Like my character will have limits, and then they'll stop being an adventure if those limits are met. Like for I guess for Damon, an example would have been like if all of the people in Pol McPully had died from the volcano, he would have probably stopped because he just actively made that situation worse, and he got a bunch of people killed, so he would have stopped being an adventurer. But that's just like a consequence of his actions, not like his
You didn't
backstory.
fulfill anything. Yeah.
I didn't fulfill. I fulfilled depression is what I fulfilled.
Yeah, no, I feel very similarly. It's a difference between like you can I don't know, break your character can break during the campaign, and that's one thing. But if they've fulfilled their goal, that's usually just like a stepping point into the rest of the campaign. Because your DM usually has pulled you along enough that you're also still invested in the story.
Yeah. I agree. Usually I ingratiate myself with my other party members.
Yep.
If they've spent time to do, even if you're first, if the party's done stuff to fulfill my goal, then it should be fair that I stick around long enough to fulfill everyone's goals, or at least to the points finished.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. As soon as you were talking, somebody came to the door. There was a delivery of some kind, so I wasn't ignoring
It was my delivery.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I bought some stuff for smoothies.
Can you TLDR what you just said?
Yeah, TLDR is that same.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
It's exactly
That's
pretty much
cool.
that.
That's great. Yeah.
That's the benefit of us having like a lot of people that have played D&D for a good amount of time. That I don't know if I could give you like a D&D horror story of games I've played. You know what I mean? Like most interactions I have with D&D are fairly positive. So I don't know if I have necessarily the same.
No, I mean, I've even had characters who have fulfilled their major goal and then went on to continue on because the campaign is still going on and they're still invested
For me, it's
in
never, I guess it could be that. It's a lot of it's too. Like, for me, it's never, I don't see the end goal being the character's done.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the end of whatever the campaign is. So I don't know if I guess like, that's the external goal.
I agree with that.
It's so cool too because like your character takes on a whole new life too.
Yeah.
You're like you completed the thing you thought was going to be the end of it, but then it's like, oh, there's all this other growth
It's like
still.
new
Yeah, it's like they get to
Plus.
grow and adapt and change. Like they become somebody else. I love characters being unrecognizable, like from
by the
beginning to
end.
end. Like that's just the coolest shit.
That's a lot of the cool stuff with our Sunder. A lot of the characters starting out very early versus their level 20 selves. They're just completely different people.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
It's really awesome.
Oh.
That's the gong.
That's
That's the genre jar gong sound.
You're going to have to.
I thought it was heavy.
That's weird.
He's
forgot.
been working out.
I see.
Oh.
Wow, why did you have to
Get us
remember?
yoked.
It's like it's like when you wake up and you forget gravity and then you float everywhere.
Oh, perfect. I see. I'm sorry.
Never,
You want to do it?
never happened to me before. No, you got it. I don't want to take it.
Can you take it? It's heavy. Can
I
you take it?
I'm with child. I can't take
I'm
that.
pretty
I need you
sure.
to take it. It's really heavy. Thank you.
It's not even that heavy.
Oh, God damn it! That pregnancy strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk about that.
We've been holding Leland a lot to try to like get our arm strength up, and it's fucking hard.
I can only imagine over there pumping baby.
Yeah, pumping baby.
Come on.
Top 5 shows.
Top 5 shows?
Shows.
Oh, I actually like this question because I'm thinking about it. Number 1, still we're rewatching it right now. Maybe this will change in the future, but I suppose as of right now, I think my favorite show of all time right now is Legend of Vox Machina.
It's pretty
It's
good.
so fun. I've never watched a show that's been better than that. It was fucking amazing. Number 2 would have to probably be Breaking Bad. That show was fucking awesome. Yeah. I watched it a long time ago, so maybe I should rewatch it and see how I feel about it.
Yeah, we tried.
Avatar: The Last Airbender would be number 3. Then it gets hard. Then it gets difficult because there's not a lot of shows that I've watched that I like. I guess I'll say, I don't know. I want to say Doctor Who, but like I watched it recently and it's really cringy. So like maybe it's bad now. Cause like I was like, man, this show was the shit. Then I watched it and I was like, oh, it's not. Actually, this is really cringy and terrible.
Yeah, we watched like two seasons of it.
Mm-hmm. I would say the fucking Game of Thrones, but if we're not counting the last season. And fuck, why is it so hard? Have I just not watched a lot of shows?
No, I feel like it's like you've been put on the spot.
Yeah, I guess it is
No, you
that kind
can't
of. I'm
think
gonna
of
think
it.
of so many later on.
Yeah.
That are gonna be like you know, really really good. But
Mm-hmm.
oh no, sorry, I have to redo my list because I forgot one. Okay. Legend of Vox Machina, Adventure Time, Breaking Bad, Last Airbender, Game of Thrones. There we go. Done. Shit.
Jacob
now I'm thinking
Matthew.
of so many. No, I'm gonna keep that. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. What's yours?
Daredevil.
It's good.
Adventure Time. Legend of Vox Machina is up there probably.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist. And I don't know the last one.
Can I change mine?
Did you remember stuff?
I want to change my 5 slot from Game of Thrones to Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
done.
fine.
Now it's done.
Finalized.
I will
Locked
not
it
change
in.
it now.
Laminate it.
Yep. I can never change my opinion ever again.
And I'll put because I can't think of anything else, I'll put the first season of Jessica Jones as my number 5.
Very
Solid.
good.
Solid.
Very good.
What about yours, man?
Battlestar Galactica, right out the gate.
Really?
Battlestar Galactica.
I did not expect
Phenomenal.
that. Wow. All right.
I watched that straight. I marathoned it to the point where I was like, it was in Connecticut. That was my first time in Connecticut. I was there for grad school, and I marathoned that for a week straight. I was up at all hours, and I got to like the end of the season and ended on a cliffhanger. I'm like, I've been awake for 24 hours, but I have to watch the next season. God damn it! Fucking love that show.
cool.
Battlestar Galactica. Then it's gonna be oh no, where did it go? I was gonna say Glee. It's probably in there somewhere.
Really?
The second, yeah, Glee. My roots. Then it's probably Schitt's Creek because I'm obsessed with that now.
My family loves Schitt's
Yeah.
Creek. I need to give it a fair chance because I watched a few episodes. I wasn't into it, but like they love it, and I keep hearing good things about it. I'm like, I should just watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely if you don't like sitcoms, you're not gonna like it. But I enjoy it.
I like The Office.
Yeah,
It's not on my top 5, but I like The Office. It would be The Office would be on my top 10.
You should give it a chance for sure.
All right.
Leverage, and then probably Ava.
I've never heard of either of those.
Leverage. It's kind of like a heist show that was on cable. It's very much like tongue in cheek.
It's better you don't see it.
Craig hates it, but I think the characters are amazing, and I watch that so much when I'm crocheting. That's all.
That's cool.
I don't know, probably Ava for sure, because Ava's always really really good. I have like a spot that like ambiguously all the same show, like Star Trek Enterprise is that way. I've never seen any other Star Trek, so I don't like Star Trek. I just like that particular Enterprise. NCIS, Criminal Minds. That's all the same like type of show that I like to just binge while I'm trying to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a bunch of the other anime ones, Code Geass.
She's watched so much Criminal.
Oh yeah, to be honest,
And NCIS, yeah.
Mindhunter. Oh god, yeah, Midnight Gospel, Mindhunters. There's a new one that came out that you keep recommending that I watch. It was really really good.
Oh, that.
What is
yeah,
it called? It's called something
I'm
similar to Midnight
surprised
Gospel,
you
but
didn't
it's
say Korra, but
Oh, that was the one I was gonna
Oh,
say.
okay,
I
okay.
fucking love Korra. She's
Yeah.
so good. Also, Darling in the Franxx. That's my guilty pleasure.
any Studio Trigger thing.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill's super rad.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill's
I
super
remember
I-
my peers talking about Kill la Kill when I was in high school,
Yeah.
and our teachers would get mad when we talked about it because they looked it up and they're like, "You're not allowed to talk about this."
Okay.
Midnight Mass is was the
Okay.
other one. That one's really good.
When I was at Thanksgiving, my newly turned 18-year-old cousin was talking about how they love anime, and they came over to talk to us because they're like nerd too and wanted to talk about D&D and anime. And I was like, phenomenal. I don't know what to talk to you about because I only know Studio Trigger, and I cannot have a conversation about Darling in the Franxx and Kill la Kill with
Yeah.
you.
That's the crazy part about animes because there's just so much of it that it's like there's like casual anime fans can't like talk to each other about what they like because it's like if I like a show and you like a show, they're completely different and we have nothing in common. But like hardcore anime fans can go on forever because they've seen fucking everything. So
That's the weird thing that you and I would probably be considered mecha fans, but the mechas we watch aren't like mecha. So it's like another mecha fan would be like, "You're stupid." Like,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, that's
You
fair.
were.
I love Mecha, but not the way you do.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one probably the only few shows like to make me like emotional is the end of anime called Code Geass. It's a very good anime.
Yeah,
Very good. Only time I've ever probably cried at something.
Wow.
That's not true. There was that animated movie that Justin recommended.
Oh yeah, of course. That one was really good.
Yeah.
What's it called? What the fuck?
No, it's not Meet the Robinsons.
It's,
It's something like something like that.
That's a good movie, though.
Something versus robots or
Oh, Mitchell versus Machines or something
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
that's
I've heard
cool.
of that
It's a really,
recently.
It's a very very cute show. It will fuck.
Oh,
you
it was a
up.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
where
real-
they're
real
trying
good.
to like record a thing. I don't remember.
The whole theme of it is kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
let me
I
find out.
did
I'm pretty sure
see
it's called
that.
Meet the Mitchells, but I don't know if it is. Let me find out.
Colton and I used to go on Hulu and find like the worst rated anime
those were
and
good
watch an
days.
episode of it.
Man, I loved when you guys would do that
Yeah.
because I love watching terrible anime.
Yeah.
Like because I don't really like anime, so watching an anime that we can all laugh at is the funniest fucking thing ever.
There's
God
some
damn.
crazy shit on
Yeah.
Hulu. Like
I know for a
it's like
fact
this,
though that
this
like
is porn.
the-
This is porn.
the shows that we would be like laughing at, Craig and Mia would be like, "Oh, I love that show." I'd be like, "Yeah." I knew that when Craig was like, "I like the Netflix adaptation of Death Note."
It's good.
Oh no!
But
bro.
I'm also a huge fan of Death Note. Like I'm real into it. So it's like you've not seen the Japanese movies, which are absolute trash.
Yeah.
So to have
we watched a piece of the Full Metal Alchemist Japanese live action show.
you're
and
lucky.
it's horrible.
Anime back in the day was terrible when it was transitioned. It was terrible. So to have someone as good as my brain's showing off. What's his first name? Oh, William Dafoe, B. Ryuk. That by itself was enough.
It's just good enough. It's just like,
it's good
this
enough.
is better than the old shit. So.
The fucking music's cool. The lighting's cool. It's not the traditional one, but it's
for
hard.
sure.
It's hard to match a masterpiece.
For sure.
I just remembered another show. I'm sorry, Soul Reaper. The anime where
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater, not
Soul
Reaper.
Eater. I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
oh.
I've heard
Soul Eater's
of
also
Soul
very
Eater.
good. Soul Eater's very
I
good.
fucking love that one. I watched the slice of life anime that was like after it too, and that was good too. I was just
Oh
obsessed
yeah,
with it.
Soul Eater not. That's also very good.
I just want to say one. This is very off topic, but also not very off topic. I've talked to her a bunch of times. If Harry Potter was an animated TV show, it would be fucking amazing. Because the movies are okay,
Yeah.
but it fits into slice of life so much more. After because I've read all the books, and I know that it would fit really well into slice of life. And if it was animated, it'd fit into like the magical kind of fantasy world that it is. I would kill for that.
You'll have
Yeah.
to check out Little Witch Academia, which is about. the
I've
exact same
heard,
thing.
Yeah?
yeah,
exactly
I've
what that
seen
is.
clips from that, and it looks phenomenal.
Very
so,
cute.
yep.
Damn.
All right, last thing we're gonna do today is we stole your bit from
Good.
we did.
No Land Hand, and we now have a Monster of the Day segment that we're gonna do all the time now. So Spencer, oh fuck, it's a 3.5
Yeah.
monster. Who's our fucking weird boy of the day?
I had Craig pick a number between 5 and 199.
Whoa.
Craig picked number 13, which is an avalancher.
An avalancher.
What is
Yep.
that?
It looks like that.
What is that name? Does he cause avalanches, or is he a sentient avalanche?
I'm not quite sure. He has an ability called Cause Avalanche that he can do 3
I
times
love when
a
they
day.
get that creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
He
he do?
can
Cause
also
avalanche?
He's just like, ah!
can also transmute rock to mud
Okay.
once a day, and he has an ability called All Around Vision. He can't be flanked.
Well,
That's cool.
he has tremor sense.
Yeah.
This which is much
Avalancher.
cooler than all around vision.
Yeah. That's
That bitch got
that's-
360.
I like that it is just a guy who causes avalanches, not like
What's
a
he look like?
living
Hey, do you
avalanche.
want to take the book?
Yeah, what's give me a little peek.
Very
What's he look
weird. It's that night stalker.
Looks like a
right
bug,
next to it,
kind of
right?
like a
Oh,
spider,
God.
but he throws rocks.
That's kind of cool. 3.5 was weird with its monsters. They would just come up with random shit all the time. Just be like, that's a guy now.
Oh.
Like he just causes avalanches.
There you go.
Like what spawned that idea? Can I see him? Oh, after you show me him.
Yeah.
How big is he?
What's
Oh, he
his?
looks like a Pokemon.
He does.
Yeah, wow.
What's his?
Is he
What
that
a
size?
little
big?
pest. He has 63 HP,
He
which
can't be that small. He's that.
I think
fit in
that
your
this is
pocket.
like a medium or weaker monster. So
it'll-
you could have a few of these. So these are like a nuisance, I would imagine.
See?
You're just traveling around.
Listen.
It's like
He is a large
little fucking
beast.
avalancher. I also like that in 3.5 that there's so many creatures causing things that there's no natural phenomena in 3.5's fantasy.
Like
It's
an
always,
avalanche is always related to an
yeah,
avalanche.
it's just like that's a fucking thing doing that. But like, imagine if somebody, an adventurer lived in the 3.5 world, came to our world and was just like, oh no, that just happens sometimes. It's like that there's like a being that did that. It's like
No.
sometimes that just happens, and not in this world though. There's always a reason, and it's always a creature, and it's like, I'm a little goblin man, and I make quicksand. I'm the quicksander. And I create portals to the elemental plane of Earth, where everybody is sunken to my graveyard, and I steal their things, and then I collect them, and I'm a very powerful wizard man, and I have a tragic backstory.
Oh.
And then in our world, it's just like, no, that
happens.
sometimes we just slip,
Yeah. Slip checks out.
and there's nothing cool. It's just that just happens. So yeah.
What
This
do you
is
like
how
about
we-
him though?
About the avalancher?
Yeah, what do you like?
I that is what I like about him. I like that,
Oh, that is-
that in the world now that avalanches don't happen. They're caused by
the
those
avalancher.
things. Like that's the best. Be like, avalanche! We gotta kill that motherfucker! Like right afterwards, like that son of a bitch, let's go kill him! And he's like, oh no, and he runs away.
I want to know why he has a mouth. What does he eat?
Oh.
Does he eat
What's
What's that
rocks?
mouth do?
Is-
that
you think he
mouth
eats the
do?
people he kills with the avalanche?
Yeah.
Has to, right?
I mean, I think it's strange that he's made of like rocks and he wants to eat people.
Kind of an annoying way to try to get prey though.
That's kind of like a lizard or a snake or something that can like mimic its surroundings. Maybe it just lives close to rocks.
It's just a normal bug, but it can also cause avalanches.
Yes.
What is like, I'm just a guy, but oh!
What if it eats like rompers? That's why it has to give it like avalanche. It has to like knock the rompers off the top of the ceiling so they can go eat them.
I get it.
Romper? A roper?
A roper.
Roper? Is that what that is?
A romper.
Yeah, you know the romper had like
Romper's
some
like a
romper
roper with
Yeah,
legs
the
and they-
jeans that went all over the top.
and they frolic.
My favorite thing is I think this would be a creature you could invite with you to the beach. Hear
Yeah.
me out. It could
Yeah,
turn
huh?
rocks to mud.
Yeah.
It'd probably be very good for making sandcastles.
That's true. I bet there are some avalanchers that are like, avalanching is my whole personality.
Yeah.
Okay, I also make sick sandcastles.
Yeah, maybe.
And I like kombucha.
The next time you run into an avalanche, you should ask if they want to go to the beach instead.
Have you guys had that before? Kombucha?
Oh, there was several questions. I was like,
no, yeah.
have I ever met an avalancher? Or have I ever built a sandcastle?
I was asking Jack and Colton earlier.
I have no idea what kombucha is, to be honest.
No,
I have no idea what it is. No.
Kombucha nuts on my face.
Nah.
That's not nearly as clever, but I will give it to you.
I'll give you a 6 out of 10 on it.
That's
You
the end
did
of the
get us.
podcast.